Just out here late night, take care of the dog. 9 minutes away from the big 47. You know, somebody said to me last night, he said to me, he's like, when I told him I was turning 47, he's like, look, some people we know don't even make it to 45, let alone in their 40s. So every year in your 40s should be celebrated and not taken for granted. And it's true, I've lost a lot of people that I've went to school with. A lot of people, y'all. Or I've known that didn't even make it to this age here. So I don't take my birthdays for granted. Like when it comes to stockpiling them, if you know what I mean. Yeah, some things after a certain amount of time you be like, hey, yeah, it's another birthday. I know I'm getting older and I'm grateful to be alive, but I'm not excited to be doing shit. Some people have that mentality. It's come and gone. Maybe when I hit my 50s, like I said, I'm three shy away. But I can't honestly, if I have to do a recollection of the year from 46 to 47, I have to say, it just was laden in a lot. It just was like a lot of work, just a lot of work. Basically, you understand, I live in Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm actually got bills, got a car note, got things that need to take care of in the real life. And somebody, I was reading something and listening to something, and I think it was Blackie Speaks that I'm subscribed to. A younger brother, and he said it. He was like, social media really has warped people's perception of what living a good life should be. People are so unhappy with the lives that they've been living because they live on social media and they see the stunting, they see all the, how can we say that? They see all the fun things being put on display, but they think that's just what ideal life is. And Blackie Speaks also says something to the degree of a lot of these people, since they don't have a standard job, they're drowned in like tax money. They have all this debt. They going through all of these things because they want to show you they live in a good lifestyle, but they have to spend money to pretend to make you think that they're making money, and they end up not that good. They really don't end up that good over it. So I'm gonna tell you this now: don't waste your life trying to impress others. Just do you. I mean, if you don't find your own rhythm in this world, and I'm telling you this as a man who's about to turn 47 in a few minutes, if you don't find your way in this world on your own and find out what you like the best and what makes you feel good, you're lost. Stop living for other people, bro. This is why I always jump on a lot of the Drake fans, because there's no way in hell you should have a parasocial relationship with any person you're a fan of. Any person you're a fan of. I'm gonna tell you this now. Man, please. I wish I knew what the meaning of life was, Aaron. I really don't. Life is it's this old reggae song I heard. Life is what you make it. And I know that shit sound corny as a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell you this now. No truer words have ever been said. Life is what you make it. People don't get that. I can't sit here and be like, I got the answers. All I can tell you is how I lived life. It's like people don't even want to take advice from people. They just think, oh, what should I do? I'm like, well, let me tell you what I went through and stuff. Oh man, I want to hear that. Oh, do you want to hear what you should do? Some people don't get it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to do, but some people have this whole mentality like they don't want to hear a negative experience. They want to hear you talk about they want to hear you validate the bullshit they do. And I learned that because I used to be that type of person. Oh man, you don't agree with me. I want to talk to you. No, 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 no. We gotta stop doing less and less of that bullshit, bro. We gotta stop doing less of that, less of that. Confirmation bias is what got a lot of us fucked up out here. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's why we got all these groups and we got all these hive minds. You gotta find your own way. Yes, there's gonna be some things that overlap. There's gonna be things that overlap, meaning I might like something that you like, but we don't see eye to eye on a lot of other things. But that is what unites us. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but we can't just fight over it. You can't just be like, I'm down with absolutes. You gotta like everything I like. If you don't, fuck you. Who has that mentality? You said purpose of life is to walk with Jesus. Yes, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not the most religious person, but I do not disrespect religions like that because my mother is a religious woman. I was from a Baptist church, a Baptist background. I just feel like church life isn't the life for me. I believe in the higher, I believe in the most high, but I don't believe in all the stuff that goes on with churches. And trust me, there's a lot of things that went on with the church that I used to go to. And my mother would tell me there's a lot of gossiping. There's a lot of, it's like a high school. I'm talking about church, not religion. I'm talking about church life, not religion. And IQ movement, go to bed. Well, fuck, I just got off of work. Let me take care of my dog who I'm walking right now. If you can't see him, but I'm walking him. Let him be. I've been working for 12 plus hours. I've been away from the house for 12 plus hours. Let him get his shine. I'm out here for him right now, not for me because I want to walk around and tell y'all the meaning of life and shit. I just happen to just put this on because in about 2 minutes, I'm about to hit the big 4-7. And like I said minutes ago, making it to this age isn't something you should take for granted. Of course, we have all this ageism going on. Oh, you got gray in your beard and stuff. No, I ain't coloring my beard. Fuck you. I ain't coloring shit. I look at all these rappers now, Ghostface Killer, Drake, Raekwon, putting Beijing in their beard. And I'm like, dude, you know damn well your beard ain't that damn dark. Bruh, it's all right. We know it. We can look it up on Google. Ghostface, I know you 50 something years old, nigga. It's all right. It's okay. We get it. Oh, I don't know what's niggas obsession with trying to maintain a youthful look. Get in the gym. Get in the gym. Your hair might be gray, but your muscles are diesel. That's what matters. Look at you. Look what you see the shape Jadakiss in? Jadakiss is in fucking good shape. That's what really matters the most is keeping yourself in shape. Fuck trying to color your beard and all that other dumb stuff. I'm too old to be chasing holes in the fucking clod. Oh man, let me stop, nigga. Oh, all right. And IQ is still going on. Talking about quick creeping around the street. People just come to say dumb shit, bro. Go listen to some sexy songs for you in the corner with one of those lamps that you got this drawstring on and keep clicking it on and off, hoping that Party and Drake will show up in your fucking room. Leave me alone. Oh shit, shit, shit. But hey, Residol, thank you, man. Thank you. It's here. Thank you. It's midnight on the dot. The big 4-7 has happened. You believe one of those people that believe like it ain't official until it's the time of birth. If that's the case, that means my birthday don't officially start to 1:58 p.m. No, it's my birthday right now. This is the day I was born. Let's do this. What's it gonna hurt? Got my dog out here. I'm just trying to get back in the house. I think he done did his business. but you gotta walk him. A lot of people understand. He's 10 years old. He still wants to go for long walks. Ever since he lost his father, yeah, my dog. I had two of them. Homeboy, Papa Chip died last year. It's all well and good, and I don't know how much more time I got with him. He's over a decade old. So what I'm thinking is no more dogs after this bitch. There, you understand, having a pet is a fucking responsibility, and yet you want to go out places. You want to go on vacations without worrying about paying. Vacations are expensive as is. You want to go on vacation, don't have to worry about paying somebody to watch your pet almost as much as the vacation. I was like, I could have went on two vacations if that's the case. So I'm gonna buy my time with him. And then after this, no more dogs. I'm going everywhere I want to fucking go. I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Cause if you live alone like I do, they are tethered. The dogs will tether you down unless you are balling. You're gonna pay for that vacation. Remember that, y'all. Pets are responsibilities. Throw them on to people, and them people gonna be like, I ain't take care of this shit. You got niggas out here and bitches that don't even want to take care of their kids, let alone take care of a pet. But you know you got a certain fucked up one who care more about the pet than they do about their own children. So Brian McKnight ass niggas, bro. And if you look at Brian McKnight, yo, his son died of cancer. His son and him didn't get along to the fact that his son didn't even want to take the money. Like he like, look, I know we don't get along, but here is the money for to get you the best doctors. I don't give a fuck about your money. Fuck you, daddy. You done went and married that Asian woman and you named my little baby brother after my big brother. You got another Brian going on another Brian Jr. like we don't exist. Y'all thinking like, what the fuck is this old nigga rambling about? I'm dead fucking serious. There's people out there who don't care about their kids. They care more about a goddamn pet. And then there's some people that said they just never desired to want to be married at all or have children. Like that fine ass Maya, boy. Maya is a singer. She's a little bit younger than I am. Y'all, Maya, the pretty biracial girl, the thick thighs and ass and shit. Well, anyway, she said she never wanted to have kids or be married. And then she said years later, she's vegan and she don't like dating a lot of guys who aren't vegan. I'm like, look, you throwing all these types, you throwing so many smoke screens up. I'm starting to think that poom poom ain't as good as we think it is, my dude. I'm just saying though, you just batshit insane. Well, you got so many requisites to date. Yeah, leave bitches like that alone, y'all. Listen to Unc, if that's what y'all gonna call me. I used to take insults to, but I really don't. Listen to Unc. Leave these bitches alone, bro. That put up all these walls. I'm gonna tell you this now. If she's breaking down, if she's setting up all these obstacles for you to overcome, she don't fucking want you. And this ain't no red pill bullshit. This is facts. A woman knows who she wants. She gonna make an effort to speak to you. She gonna make an effort to call you. She gonna make so many efforts to include you in her life. If she's telling you, man, I'm a this, that, I don't know. Fuck that. Get out of there. Just get out of there. You said all that bread messing with borderline adult chicks. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yo, the Shannon Sharp situation. Let me catch up with the chat. I don't get that. Shannon Sharp is like 57 years old. He lost his job over messing with some basic Becky, bruh. Talking about he gonna punish. I literally read this and pause on that. This nigga said he literally gonna punish her butthole. Like, there's, they be recording that, Shannon. You gotta be smarter than that. I know you a country boy, but you gotta be smarter than that, my dude. Like, who the fuck does that? And the girl I'm dating, well, the woman I'm dating right now, because she's about maybe she's 4 years younger than I am. The woman I'm dating right now, she be wondering why I don't be so lovey-dovey and expressive and talking so much shit. I was like, you don't know who recording you. With all due respect, you don't know who recording you. Now, when we meet up in person, as long as you ain't got no tape recorder in your pocket, yeah, things, all bets is off, meaning like I can be a little bit more myself. But when it's a trend, when you're doing it over this a phone and over the internet, you, especially when you're famous, you done fumbled your whole bag, your job, because of this whole thing. And she knew just what she was doing. You were nothing but how they call it. He pretty much was a lick. He pretty much was just a lick. You said, yeah, you saw those rather the text messages. I'm gonna punish that butthole. And something talking about so and so $100 per certain $1,000 per cheek. I'm like, what's the like? I'm like, this nigga 57 or is he 17? Falling for this okey doke. Let me see what else is going on on chat here. Oh, his name's Petey, Almighty Dollar. The dog name, if you're still here, his name is Petey. He's a 10-year-old pit bull. 10 years old. I noticed that he never really likes to walk in the park. He have you walking in circles all day and won't drop a deuce. So I started walking. Once his dad died, I started walking him throughout the neighborhood. This is why I'm out here now. Trust me, it ain't nothing out here for me to be. I'm like Earl Sweatshirt's old album from 10 years ago. I don't like shit. I don't go outside. In Jersey City, that is. Unless it's downtown Jersey City, but I really don't like doing that. But let me tell you, downtown Jersey City is the yuppie section. Downtown is east. The hill is south. So the south area of Jersey City is on a higher terrain. So when we say downtown, downtown is still the east part, is the east of Jersey City. Anyway, a lot of yuppies down there. The rent's too high. Now the rent up here is too high. We might be selling the house. I'm looking to relocate, and I need a place that's affordable to live. And even to stay in the city and just rent, the rent is like who yo. There's no way in hell anybody should be paying close to $3,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. I don't give a fuck where you live. Even New York, and I know I'm a train ride away from that. That's too much. And the Jersey City demographic, the Jersey City realtors and building renters and all. I mean, the building owners, they was like, you know what? We can rent for slightly cheaper than New York and get these people over here. Fuck everybody else who's been in town for life. They can go someplace else. We all about our money. This is what Mayor Fulop has turned Jersey City into. It's something got to give. People are like, yo, I'm looking at Philly. Still fuck the Eagles all day. But if you're cheap to live in compared to where I live at now, you all right with me. I got family in certain parts of Philly anyway. But like I said, fuck the Eagles and the Phillies all day. Mets and Giants, baby. Kick rocks. I know we all got our different football and baseball teams, but the rent, that rent is seriously a problem. Big problem. But nobody want to talk about that. People think because you see niggas balling on social media, that's supposed to be the default life. Like I said, a lot of that is a mirage. Smoke and mirrors, my man. Smoke and mirrors. Yep. Mr. Petey. I don't know how long he here, but he sure trying to drag me home. When he starts walking up towards the park, like from the hill, on my street here, when he start walking up here without me forcing him, you know he wants to go home. Right, Petey? Yeah, he want to go back in the house. That's how it be. This used to be a nice block to live on. Now you got people selling that work two doors down. My old neighbor, she sold the house and moved someplace, and then all of a sudden, a lot of drug dealers started living on this block, and there we go. But then it got a little bit more calmer now, but it's still the same old bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you this now: you think they don't give a fuck about the South District where I'm at? They don't care about this. You know why? Because a lot of people who look like me live there. You know what that means. But I'm starting to notice that it's getting, that the financial situation is getting bad when here in Jersey City and Wegman Parkway, you see a whole, you seeing multiple ethnic groups living in this area together. That was unprecedented. This area was predominantly black, and that's becoming less and less of a thing. You see, my mayor, who's about to not long to resign, well, not resign. He's not running for reelection. Finally, he is of he's of those small hat people, if you know who I'm talking about. He's of them. So he made it comfortable for a lot of the slumlords from over in New York City to come over here, buy up all the goddamn property, and don't care about it. They don't give a damn about the upkeep. All they care about, bring me my, where's my money? That's all they care about is where's my money. That's the type of people we living with right now. This type of people who run this type of that run these places right here. And a lot of people are like, how do they? Why can't we pool our resources together as black people? Let me tell you a reason why they got their resources up and we don't. They still getting paid by the government. One, two, their marriages is looked at differently, and they are allowed to have a working husband and someone to claim benefits at the same time. If we were to do that as people, we would be locked up for fraud, rightfully so. But for somehow, that's what it is, and that's not hate. That's not me saying, "Oh, I hate people." No, I'm just telling you how shit is. That's what it is. And here I am in front. At my house. That's basically what it is. So I'm right here. I'm home and stuff, but that's basically what it is. People be thinking like, oh, that stuff. Yes, of course they're gonna put money, resource together, and it takes like a neighborhood, and they got the. But you understand, it's like if you watch the Netflix special, stay away, cat, stay back. You're not coming in the house. It's this cat that my neighbor feeds, and she always trying to get in the house, in my house. So you gotta understand, it's they pull their resources together because they get a surplus of money that they don't even earn. And then people wonder why, oh, y'all talk about reparations and stuff. Nobody owes you shit. The fuck? Are you serious? Yeah, I know, Kitty. We got our asses, my ancestors got their asses done in indentured servitude. And they were so some a politician years ago saying that people learned important skills. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Important skills. That's what they try to relegate on what my ancestors went through. But where I'm going with this is that you got people who were, of course, overseas massacred and because of hate. And then you got people who were fucking put to work and murdered and bred like animals and told that they were two-thirds of a human being, and then there's systems and laws set in a way that still benefit the PC people. When I say PC, I'm talking about palm colored people. This color. That's what PC stand for. Spit it out. Spit it out now. Spit it out. Sorry, my dog was trying to eat a bone. We don't do that. Spit it out. We don't play those games. You think you slick. Now, because of that, you going in the house. You out here with me, but no. Take your behind in the house. Hold on. Go. Get. Get in there. Sorry about that. So that's basically how it's not the same. I don't get it. Like the hypocrisy is ridiculous. Every time there's something going on, they always tell us that we need to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. We need to stop, let it go. But meanwhile, they donated damn near $1 million to a woman who called a Somali kid the N word, like with a hard ER in it. They made her rich because she called a Somali kid the N word on the playground. The cop who killed Tamir Rice, without questioning, was still able to get a job elsewhere as a police officer. People are happy because Ashley Babbitt gets buried with full honors of her Air Force military honors, even though she was a goddamn traitor and got a hole in her face by a black police officer who did his job. And now they're still, years later, they still coming after Michael Byrd. They're still talking about he needs to go to jail over this. I wonder why he needs to go to jail over this. We just saw that guy get his window broken and get punched in the face, even though he wasn't fighting. Then they took him out the vehicle and punched him in the face again. Yeah, the circumstances he could have handled that better, but getting punched in the face while not fighting back, is that cool? Is that what we live with as people? And we're told basically to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. The world don't hate you. Tim Scott and his fucking donkey gums told us that America is not a racist country. The fuck man, please. If you don't get out of here with that bullshit, I know, man. If I was in the chair, I would have. When he said that, I would have fell out the chair laughing. Hell, if I was sitting on the floor, I would have got up, found a chair just to fall out of that shit laughing. Hey George, how you doing? America ain't a racist country. And then when we talk about all these other things, and we just say basically cut the check. Cut the check in that we ain't looking for handout. What was up on promised and owed to us, but they don't want us on the same economic level. Because I know, Cat, I'm sorry. I don't have food for you, and I'm not gonna give you a home. I have a dog. I can't have another pet. You hear her? This dog, I mean, this cat, she's persistent. She is persistent. But anyway, this is stuff that I mean, I know I should be talking. I am grateful for being a year older this year and making it almost. I'm like I said, I'm 3 shot from 50 right now as we speak. Technically, I should be happy, and I am happy. Lord knows I am. The thing is, this world is still a piece of shit, and we got somebody in office who's emboldened people to act the way they do. You seen the guy who went on a racist rant to Jack in the Box? You see the situation with Shiloh Hendricks. You see the increase of Karens during the pandemic. Tell you you need to pick yourselves up by the bootstrap and better with your life. And then when you're doing better with your life, they're saying this ain't fucking right. This can't be this. Why you don't live here? You don't. I don't trust that you live here. But they're telling you that you should be doing better with your life. And when you do better with your life, oh, they about to fight. You hear these cats out here? That's why I'm about to take my ass in the house. These cats out here fighting. Mm-mm. So they tell you when you do better with your life, guess what happens? They say you don't belong here. This is why I tell people there's gonna come a point where you gotta stop trying to live amongst them, thinking that that's better than the hood. Stop listening to all these people in the hood. To make where you live a better place to live, because guaranteeing moving to the neighborhood, other neighborhoods, where the demographic ain't going to fare you better when people there are looking at you like you don't belong here, and they treating you like you don't belong here. There's prominent black neighborhoods in Atlanta, Georgia. There is. And then put a one in the chat if you listen to this, if you heard about Return to the Land in Arkansas, where they talking about it's an all white society. Tell me you heard about that. Put a one in the chat if you heard about the Return to the Land um situation, like that whole thing, and how they're trying to say, all right, we got DJ said one, and they trying to say people like, oh, why black people upset about who? Why are we upset about this shit? Go, go, keep go live there. I'm just telling you this now. Don't bother us. Don't leave us alone. Go over there. That we don't care. Same type of people that that will complain at the Mr. Softy's truck. And Cashman, you my favorite person in the block. Play with. Don't play these games. Up. All right. So like I was saying, they can go on to that and continue on. Who's gonna miss them? Who want to live amongst us? You were talking about when we form our own neighborhoods. These cats, stop it. All right. When we form our own neighborhoods, guess what happened to them all? I'm not feeding the cat. The cat's already fed. She's just very territorial, my man or woman. We don't discriminate here. It is very territorial. Wants the affection, wants to get in the house and live as a house cat. I'm not taking care of no damn cat right now. I got a dog. I'm good. Now they saw another cat show up on the property, and she like, no, get out of here. So they fighting. Need to let that cat go. No, no, it's all right. That cat keep mice out of my house. Meaning like they kill them around the property and leave them. It's kind of fucking gross, but anyway, they kill it and leave it near my bike or out here as a token of appreciation that they're getting fed. Better killed and dead out here than in my house. I'll tell you that for now. I had a big backyard and that brings all types of critters in. And you got to keep the grass cut low because if you got high grass, field mice like to travel through it and try to come into your house. The cats are good for some. Um, I don't know, man. You tell me. I just opened this door code to get in the goddamn door and stuff. I got bikes chained up to the side of a home that I apparently don't live in. Homeless. Fuck out of here. Homeless. Some people, man. Some people. Anyway, in goddamn way. Let me get in this house. Since I'm homeless, you don't got nothing better to say. Ah, man. All right. All the cops he's breaking in. Break these nuts. Pause. You might like that shit. Let me stop that. Anyway, now, ah, where was I? Where was I? I'm back home now. Let me turn this light on here. Wow, I'm broke into a house and I automatically know where to go and how to use everything and stuff and know that there's a remote to turn the light on and off. I'm homeless, right? Okay, sure I am. Anyway, damn, what time is it? It's almost 12:30. I ain't gonna be here too much longer. I've already did a good job of doing that. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amir. This is basically just to collect like my computer's right here. I got a computer here that I built myself. And I basically am a collector of Transformers. That's what I do for a hobby when I'm not working 2 EMS jobs, taking care of my dog, going out on dates. I'm collecting these motherfuckers, right? That's what I do. Everybody know that. Like, I have a TikTok collection. I have my TikTok is dedicated to my collection. That's all I. My TikTok is basically for being a Transformers collector. That's about it. Let me take a look at this. That's hella weird. Okay, that's nice. It's not hella weird, man. What'd be hella weird is having a bunch of dildos you put in your drawer, nigga. Fuck out of here. Hella weird is buying that body pillow from the Drake store at Amazon. That's hella weird. I wonder if any nigga bought that pillow. And will they be would they would have put it online and put receipts to where they that they bought one of those. But yeah, I'm looking to move out of here, man. That time has come. You said guilty? Shut up, bro. Shut up. Yo, but he's selling the mask for $15. That has his it's that no face duck look. And if it got a mouth slide on it, niggas are weird. He set up for all the dog poop bags and a $50 pooper scooper that got the all for all the dogs logo on it. Bro, like if if any male fan bought that body pillow though, I don't know what to say. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Is that movie? Oh, that's actually game collection. The movie collection's over there. You know, before digital went, I was collecting like actual stuff. I used to work at a lot of video. I used to manage a game store, so I have a lot of stuff that I bought during those days for discount. But everything currently is mostly digital, so I haven't bought a game physically in a very long time. I have, and besides, I have Game Pass, which I could play on my PC I built. But I want to show y'all something. Since I built the PC, and let me show you when it turns on how it looks. If I can find the button, see, I built this myself. I built that myself. And even got my logo, my YouTube logo on it, my side profile that I got. And yeah, I built that myself. So you brought two to sleep between. I know you trolling and stuff, but I can imagine people. Cash me. I know you trolling, but I know there's people that actually probably done that shit. Oh yeah, there's something else too. They make the 2 foot ones also. Yeah, digital can be discontinued. Yes. So you bought the rights to play a game, but you don't really physically own it. Case in point, you have the Xbox One games, the 360 games, and the original Xbox games. And then I have PlayStation 5 games somewhere over there, a little bit of them. I got PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 2 games, and some PlayStation 1 games. And then I have what I have right there. You have the Switch one. I ain't get two yet. I don't think I'm getting two anytime soon. Switch to fuck that. Wii U games, Wii games, GameCube games, and then N64 wasn't my thing. I ain't got OCD, man. I ain't got OCD. No, I'm the furthest from OCD. Trust me, I am the furthest for OCD. I do not have it. Nah, everybody to a certain degree might be on the spectrum, but it depends on how intense your level of the spectrum is. To be honest with you, one of my coworkers is a paramedic and he's on the spectrum. So it depends. If he was on a full spectrum, meaning like a higher spectrum, he would have not been able to so like I had a call today, a 911 call. Girl is so this 5-year-old girl is so high on the spectrum, she can barely she they got her with a vocal coach, like a voice, how do you say it? A vocal coach, because she really a dialogue coach, because she doesn't know how to speak whatsoever or form her words. That's how high on the spectrum she is. We got some people like the wrestler Will Ospreay from AEW, New Japan, the English dude. He's dyslexic and he has Asperger's. He said the only thing he's really good at is wrestling. That's what he's focused more on. But he's on a spectrum, but he's a functional. Asperger's is a functional form of autism. So you got people like that. Yeah, dialect coach. And the thing is, she was nonverbal, but luckily the police checked the surveillance real quick and found out where the girl came from. And then they went to the area. Then the parents, they tracked down the parents in a matter of 20 minutes, and we didn't have to take her to the hospital. The parents came, realized she was okay, and they signed the RMA form and took her home and stuff. And the mother was she was like, she's never done this before. She was a Indian girl, they were an Indian family and stuff. So we thought it was a language thing, but we realized she was just, they pretty much picked up that she was possibly autistic, and we were right. All right, Cashman. Thank you for coming by, trolling a little bit, but it's all right, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm about to take it down too. Like I said, like I got whew, this collection's off the chain. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I'm gonna stand up and show you. Basically, when you come out to this area. All right. So you come in here. You have 5 glass cases I got from IKEA from a brand. This is called the Blaladin models. Open doors here. Okay. All right. Real quick to the fans, who is this transformer? Anybody in the comment section? Y'all should know who he is. Homie in red, white, and blue. Who is that? Y'all got somebody gotta know who he is. Somebody gotta know. Uh, Yeah, at least yes, yes. What's going on, Psycho Gemini? Thanks for the birthday wishes, man. So, yep, and that's right there, right here. You know that you right, Mango. That's Optimus Prime right there. But who is the big guy behind him? Yep, voiced by Robert Stack in the movie. Yep, he voiced Ultra Magnus. And who voiced him in Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime? Who voiced him in the movie? And yes, Skyfire Jetfire. That's absolutely correct. But who voiced Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime in the Transformers the '86 movie? Oh, okay. Give me a moment. I'm trying to give you a full view. Hold on. There you go. And then it's here. And then I'm gonna move a little bit over here to that, and that's where that ends. And then we're gonna go to this, the Titans. We got this is Minosaur, which is the Combaticon. I mean the Stunticons all together, and they form Minosaur. We have Judd Nelson. That is correct. You said, "Wow, that's serious." Yeah, I know. I accumulated this in like 3 years, I think. One day I just found him in the store, Hot Rod, right here, with the yellow spots, the non-matrix version. They the same thing. If you don't know, Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime. That's to the know those who don't know that. I know most of y'all do. He was my first one. I found him in a Target, and then everything just went to hell. Target has it. Uh, eBay definitely has it. Hasbro Pulse has taken so much of my money. It's a shame that look, I had to put in so much overtime to make up so much more. And then we have the Masterpiece line from Japan, which is the Masterpiece of the more bigger, more cartoon, close to cartoon accurate ones. We got the original Bumblebee Masterpiece. These are all Masterpiece in this collection. So they look more cartoon accurate than anything. You got Shattered Glass Jetfire. We have Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime, Hot Rod, Wheeljack, Spike, and Exosuit. Bumble, they come together. They're packaged. Bumblebee and Spike. And then we have I believe this is Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime Masterpiece, which I got for a cheap price. But these are legit masterpieces here. These is a Hasbro one. These are Takara Tomy. And then I have the Decepticon masterpieces, which is right here. And this is Gun Megatron, not Tank, because of the certain gun laws. Yeah, it gets very addictive, George. You are absolutely correct. That we got Studio Series 86 Megatron in the box. He turns to a tank because of gun on toy laws, they can't make him the gun. But this masterpiece is how we remember Megatron, and that's him right here. This is the gun, the Megatron in his pure, like his regular form. But now, because of gun laws and toy laws today, you can't make toys that turns into guns. So they made them to the tank, which you see here. This is Studio Series. You can find these in the store. This one here you have to order from certain places, and you gotta make sure you don't get a knockoff. This is a legit Sakara Tomy masterpiece Megatron. MP36. You got Shockwave Masterpiece also. Those three Coneheads, Dirge, uh, Thrust, and Ramjet, those aren't made by they're not made by Takara Tomy, but they got versions that are. These are made by a company, a third party company called FT Fan Toys. These cost $300 for all three total together, meaning it was a $300 Conehead collection, secondhand. Because if you buy them brand new, the motherfuckers cost like hundreds of dollars each brand new, even the Fan Toys version. Megatron didn't cost me a lot. Neither did he, and neither did these each masterpieces cost me break bank. You said how much? You said the Golden Cap. Yeah, I mean it gets, and but like George said, it gets. Oh, my favorite, hands down, in my collection, my favorites is Ultra Magnus, Kingdom Rodimus Prime, Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. This is another one that this isn't just the box for. These are extras. These got legit. These It's these two there, that Ultra Magnus and that Optimus Prime. These are two extra. These are extra one each. I actually have three Optimus Primes. Don't judge me. But my favorite in the collection, get back to, is Ultra Magnus for sure. Rodimus Prime from the Kingdom series for War for Cybertron. Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. This is Megatron Studio Series, the one I showed you in the box. With that turn to a tank. This is how he looks outside the box. That's so dead on. No, Joe, me and George are from, we know each other from years ago, and we still keep in contact, and we are close in age. So we both from the original series. We knew that. Oh, on Shock the Con, yeah, here you go. I believe that's one of them right there. Or yeah, that's him in the robot form, and that's him in alt form. We have Scourge back there from this. They first appeared in the '86 movie in the sweeps, the two sweeps, Cyclonus and Galvatron '86 Studio Series version, which is Megatron rebuilt by Unicron into Galvatron. You see in the middle. So These are a different version of these. Those are the Stunticons from the Legacy series. These are the Stunticons with a different version of Megatron from the Combiner Wars series. Combiner Wars is trash when it comes to putting Minnesota together. It's trash. They look good by themselves, but combined, it's trash. And then if you look here, back there, you got Blitzwing. If you remember the G1 characters, you got Blitzwing. You have the smaller version of Dirge. You have Soundwave. Soundwave acknowledges Laserbeak. That guy, remember him? He was also voiced by Frank Welker, who did the voice of both Megatron and Soundwave, and he was Freddy from Scooby Doo. He sounds like Freddy in real life. Remember these two little annoying things, Rumble and Frenzy, that pound the ground? That's them. They turn the cassettes that fit inside Soundwave's chest one by one. Oh, the Great White Shark. No, I don't have that one. This is one of the Insecticons. This is Kickbacks. I gotta get Bombshell and the other one. This is Astro Train, and of course everybody knows Starscream, voiced by the late Chris Latta, who also voiced Wheeljack. If you didn't know that. But then again, this is a different collection of uh Optimus Primes and Hot Rods, or characters inspired to be the Hot Rod type character. That's the background. You got the Power of the Primes, Rodimus, who turns to both. That is the trailer, and that is the it has a Hot Rod and the trailer together. So it's funny. If you've seen how it transforms, it's amazing. It has They both include the hot rod before he became Rodimus Prime included inside that figure. It's hidden inside that figure. That Optimus Prime right there has his original form in it called Orion Pax. That if you saw the Transformer 1 movie, he was known as Orion Pax before he became Optimus Prime. That figure, if you look back there, that blue backpack is actually Orion Pax's legs. And then you have the Transformers 1 version of Optimus. You have a G1 um universe version of Optimus Prime. This look almost what the toy looked like back in the day. This is more of a cheaper version of what Optimus looked like in the 80s when you bought him from the store. You have Laser Optimus Prime with the giant shoulders. You have the Optimus Prime, meaning this one here before he came along, this was the Prime everybody liked to have and show up in a collection. You have the Ultimate Battle Optimus Prime right there. He's kind of flimsy and stuff. You have Hot Shot, which is like he's kind of like a hot rodish character, but he's from Armada, I believe. You have a smaller version of Hot Rod right here, a miniature version. You have Combiner Wars Hot Rod. You have Excellion, which is basically a more accurate version of Hot Shot, but with the Hot Rod colors. Yeah, so I'm a big hot. A lot of people don't like Hot Rod and Rodimus Prime because when they killed off Prime, they killed off their childhood, and because he was the leader, they took it out on him. But Hot Rod is actually a really good character. Then you have, of course, Ironhide. When Ironhide and Ratchet got killed in the movie, that was fucked up. But you got Jazz, who survived, Cliff Jumper, Hound, Brawn got killed in the movie. You have Bumblebee, Mirage, Sideswipe, Wheeljack, who died in the movie also, Perceptor, Blaster, and you have Windcharger, who also got killed in the movie. They found when RC dragged those two bodies and you saw Wheeljack dead, that was Windcharger you saw dead next to him. You have back there, these three in the back are damn near the same mold. That is Grapple, Inferno, Road Hauler, which he used to be friends with the Constructicons. That's why they pretty much, if you see Constructicons over there with Devastator, when they form Devastator, they pretty much almost the same color. Then you have Devcon, who was an Autobot bounty hunter. You saw him in like I think episode season 2. He appeared like one time. We had try like this originally, and that's the only version they had, and this is trash. Somebody made a fan version of Power Glide that looks very faithful to the cartoon. This looks just like the cartoon Power Glide, and it was a third party brand. They named him Richterfin. So I just put an Autobot logo on his chest because you could buy the logos from online, and pretty much he's my collector. He's my collection. You said parents did complain because they dad. Yes, when Optimus died, he was basically yeah. It was bombshell, shrapnel, and kickback. Yes, when it comes to the Insecticons. Now you have Smokescreen. These two are good friends. It was an episode with Smokescreen. Um, ran into him on the planet, so they became good. These two good. That's why I put them next to each other. He's one of the latest ones I got because I missed him the first time. You have what's his name? Red Alert. You have Blue Streak, even though he's not blue. You have Prowl. He got killed in the '86 movie also. You got Sunstreaker, you got Hoist, and Green and Trailblaker Breaker, I believe. They're both the same exact mold. Just like those three in the back are alike, these two are exactly the same in transformation. And I don't yeah, thank you, Kim. It is like a little museum of watch history. Transformers was one of my favorite series. Then back here you had Alpha Trion, who turns out he was one of the primes at a certain time. That is Orion Pax before he became Optimus Prime, right there in the corner. That's how he looked in the cartoon. That is Dion, and that is Ariel, the one in pink. Ariel will eventually become Elita One, which you see a version of Elita One right there. Even though she was pink in the anime series, in the Wolf of Cybertron series, they made her that like them different colors of red and orange that stand apart from RC, who appeared in the movie. RC was the pink transformer that everybody more popular one, so they wanted to differentiate RC from Elita One, so they changed Elita One's color because she's the more obscure one and she's the more popular one. You have Nova Star also behind her. She was part of Elita One's army, and I believe in one of the episodes. I mean that's not Nova. That's Nova Star right there. I forgot her name back there. Damn it! It was on the tip of my tongue. But these are the female soldiers that were under Leader One's command, who are a rebel unit on Cybertron. RC didn't appear until the movie Transformers the '86 movie. Now this is the Kingdom version of RC, and this is the Studio Series '86, which looks more accurate to the cartoon, to that series, and it has a different transformation. Okay, and down here you have a third-party brand, a third-party version of the Protector Bots Defensor. That's that's 5 Autobots combined to one. I know Streetwise, Blades, I forgot the other one's name, but it's 5 of them. And then you have the headmasters over here. You have a on Sunstreaker. You have a couple of headmasters here that came later on from the Japanese series. After it ended in America, they introduced a lot of headmasters. You have Hardhead, Needle Nose, Twin and Twist, Quake. A lot of them they got different ones. They heads attached and they got little robot turns into little miniature transformers. Okay. Now over here you got primes here. They bringing out the age of the primes. You got Sentinel Prime in orange right here. You have Vector Prime. You have Alchemist Prime. You have Nova Prime. You have Prima Prime. Solus Prime, the only female Prime, and you got Megatronus the Fallen, who was the Prime. That's where Megatron gets his name from because he's the one Prime who actually is he's basically the beginning. He's the creator of the Decepticons in the history. And then you have the Junkians in the background. Remember Retgar, Junkie?
Junk Heap and Scrap Heap. You have this little guy here that's Beachcomber. You have Gears, Huffer, Detrius, and I forgot the other new Junkian name, but they more newer age Junkians. You got Warpath right here, and you have Sea Spray. And everybody remember Sea Spray talked a certain way like he was gargling water because he's a hovercraft and he talked like water. You got to watch, if you look it up on YouTube, you hear how Sea Spray talks. But everybody knows these guys here. You got to at least know one Dinobot. And I'm looking right at him. If you don't know who he is in the middle, I don't know what to tell you. You got to at least know one. Put it in the comment section right now if you're watching this. You got to at least know one. Anybody? Yes. Grimlock. Voiced by Greg Berger, who still does the voice. If you buy the Transforming Grimlock, if you got balling money, if you can spend 1,500 on a robot that transforms by voice command and got all the voices in it, Swoop. There you go, Swoop right there. Swoop. Yes. Snarl, which somehow he only showed up in one cell of the movie. The animators forgot to add him in the movie. There was no reason why he wasn't in the movie. The animators just fucked up. That's all it was. The animators just forgot to put him in the movie. Yeah, his wings were fragile. Now you have the Cyber the War for Cybertron version of Springer right here. You have the movie. I mean, you got the comic book edition of Grimlock in robot form. You have Crosscut. You have Bulkhead. You have a miniature version of Omega Supreme. Remember him? I'm getting the big version. I got Armada Optimus back there in power form, and I have the anniversary, the 20 something anniversary of Jetfire that look like a Robotech Veritech one, compared to that one that looks more cartoon accurate. But that was a big boy purchase right there. It came in a box too. That was a big boy purchase from Edison, New Jersey, that I got him from.
Yes, that is him right here. Slag. They changed him to Slug, but he's still Slag to me. And that's a derogatory term from the UK. They say that's basically calling a woman a slut, basically. But let me see if anybody knows who this is right here. Who is this guy? He appeared in season 3. He's a character that we all know, but he got rebuilt to this. Somebody gotta know. Right there with the red logo on his chest. You gotta know who he is. He's a very popular character rebuilt. That's my clue. Yes. Damn, George. Psycho Gemini. You are on point. That's definitely who that is. And of course, you see you see a miniature version of him on Grimlock. That's a non-transformable version. This one is a transformable version. This is on Wheelie. Frank Welker did Wheelie's voice also. But who do you know who he is? He's a season 3 character. He's a triple changer also. And this is the movie version. I mean, this is the studio series movie version of Springer. Better colors. See, that color was kind of neon green. This is more cartoon accurate green. And you got the sword. That's Springer. He's a triple changer as well. But who is this guy? Yep, he was rebuilt during the Return of Optimus Prime. That is absolutely correct. I remember he's like, look at me, I'm a gold bug. And that's where the name came from. Gold bug. Of course, you see him in his original form there. They did something with him because, see, the way Hasbro dealt with them back in the day, they were just toys.
The creators was like they were just toys. When we was killing them off, we just was like, okay, we're canceling a toy line, a certain version of it. We're gonna put out new toys. That's all well and good. And then when they realized he was more than just a toy, it was something about his voice. See, if Optimus didn't have the voice he had, I'm telling you, he wouldn't have had the appeal that he had. But it's they voice Megatron and Optimus voices are so iconic. But nobody know who this is, huh? No one? You said he was Cyber Jesus to a generation. Yeah, he was. He was the animated Uncle Phil. Basically, this is Sandstorm. Sandstorm is a triple changer to a Doom Buggy, robot, and a helicopter. He's a season 3 character. And this one back here, that's Broadside. Broadside should be bigger than that. If they remake Broadside, because he transforms to a flag character, I expect him to be as big as Ultra Magnus or a Titan. Because tidal wave here, this Decepticon tidal wave turns into a flag carrier or a boat, like a flag carrying boat. So if you're gonna make Broadside, do not make him that big. Yeah, that was Sandstorm. Who's this guy, y'all? Y'all gotta know who he is. Any takers? How about this one? Yep, Scorponok is correct. Now, this one, anyone? Or this one here? That's Tidal Wave. I just named him. Yeah, I know this one. It's Devastator, but he's not a Titan. Yep, Triptychon. That is correct. That is Triptychon. What about this one? It's Optimus, but what version of him? This is when I get that what's his name? Omega Supreme. This is who how big Omega Supreme. This is actually how Omega Supreme looks, but this is the standard Guardian. Oh, this is Star Optimus Prime, or aka in Japan, Star Convoy. That is Star Optimus Prime, the 13th, one of the primes, they said, from the Age of the Prime series. He's a Titan. He's a smaller Titan. These are called Titan class figures. This is a Guardian. This Omega Supreme is a Guardian. So when I get the Siege Omega Supreme, this is how he's going to look, but with his right colors. This is Metroplex, the the newer version of Metroplex, the newer design of Metroplex, but the more original version of Metroplex got like the red, is red, black, and white. That's the version I want also. But yes, that's the Guardian robot, which Omega Supreme is part of. And then you have Metroplex, you have the Arc One, which is the Autobot ship. You see the thrusters there that transforms to the Autobot ship. And y'all gotta at least know, yup, that is Fortress Maximus. That's right, Psycho. That is true. Fortress Maximus. But I'm gonna show one thing here, one more thing, before I really uh take a get some sleep. Now, look at this. This is the Studio Series 86 version of Devastator. This is the one that looks more. This is more the most common. I mean, the most cartoon accurate one. The '86 movie accurate version of Devastator. As you can see, it's kind of posable. You got Mix Master. You got Bone Crusher. Scavenger. You got Long Haul. You got Hook. And damn it, where I keep doing this one. What is his name? Damn it, I keep forgetting the names because there's six of them. It's hard. So Bone Crusher, Scavenger, Hook, Long Haul is in the middle, as you can see right here. Long Haul is in the middle. So that's four so far. Mixmaster and Scrapper. There we go. And this is the more comic book, I mean, the more cartoon version, accurate version of Devastator, which will go back over here. I was filming something with it earlier, and you will see it will go back over here. Where it belong. Put him back up here next to his partner, Minnesota. Two combiners for the Decepticons. But he's much smaller than this one. But they have the same density, to be honest with you. But thank you so much for taking a look at my museum. But there's one last thing. That ain't the only thing I collect. I just don't have the space to. I got so many more in storage bins of GI Joe classified. Uh, Look at this one. You have Footloose. You have uh Blowtorch. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You got Blowtorch, Footloose. You have Frag Viper. Yo, I got a couple of them here. Yo, the GI Joe Classified series off the chain. I gotta find some place to display them. This right now, my display is dedicated for Transformers. But in all, y'all, it's been real. I'm going to bed now. It's been a long day, and I had to get this out of my system. Now I'm gonna go enjoy me an alcoholic beverage and take it down. Have a nightcap. Peace out, y'all. I will see y'all soon. Peace out. Take care. See you. Speak to you soon, George. Peace out.